Hi, and welcome back to my build series on YouTube. This is going to be my main tank build for the Dragon Bones patch. So let's get right into it. So for the front bar this time around, I am not running Heroic Slash. Front bar I am running both taunts, a range taunt and a rage. It's the morph of Inner Fire. It is the Magicka morph. I'm running Balance. Balance is a great skill, should be used by tanks, and if you are using this skill, don't bother using the spiked armor. I'm using Pierce armor because it gives major breach and major fracture, so it benefits both Magicka and stamina. That is your up close taunt, and this is the one you should use when you get your ads close enough to you. I'm using Igneous Shield, and I'm not using it for the shield itself, but what I am using it for is major mending, because in combination with Igneous Shield, I use directly after it Green Dragon Blood, which scales off of your health. It's a great heal, better than Vigor in my opinion. However, there are circumstances where if you have to off-tank, you might need to use Vigor. For my ultimate on front bar, I am running Aggressive Warhorn, which is the Warhorn morph. This one gives you major force, increasing critical damage done by 15% for 9.5 seconds. So it lasts for 30 seconds, but at about the 20-second mark on your buff timer, you should use it just to maintain a extremely high Warhorn uptime. Now, I'm not using Heroic Slash, so that makes my ultimate generation a little bit slower. So I do a lot of light attacks in between everything. Also, it seems like Balance, when you use it and you take damage, you actually gain ultimate from either your heals or whatever. So there's not a huge change to your ultimate gain, but it is there. Using Heroic Slash, though, does drain your stamina. So on back bar, I'm running Chains, Balance again, Inner Rage, Rapids, and I'm running Deep Breath, and this is mainly my bar that I use when I'm up on the top boss on Veteran Hellra Citadel. So this is what I run. Unrelenting Grip is the Fiery Grip morph. And what this one does is it just refunds the cost if the target is not pulled. So if someone pulses a pet, has a trap down, whatever, and you try to chain them and you can't, it'll just give you your magic back, which is good. And it also gives you minor or major expedition for 6 seconds. Balance again. Balance gives you major resolve and major ward, which is amazing. It really does help out. My range taunt again, and like I said, and Deep Breath. The reason why we use Deep Breath is because I should say, that it interrupts. It's a ranged interrupt, 8 meters. That's pretty good. Our ultimate here is Magma Shell. Ignite the molten lava in your veins, limiting incoming damage to 3% of your max health and dealing 592 flame damage to nearby enemies each second for 10.8 seconds. The reason we use this, though, is because of the last bit. When activated, nearby allies gain a damage shield for 100% of their max health for 9 seconds, and it also costs 200 ultimate, which is super cheap, and it actually restores quite a bit. And that is all because of Yeah, here it is. Battle Roar. When you cast an ultimate ability, you restore 55 health, 46 magicka, and 46 stamina for each point of the ultimate's cost. So, at 200 health, that would equal out to about 11,000 health, 9.2k magicka, and 9.2k stamina. So that's pretty good. As far as passives go, we take all the passives, obviously. All the passives in a one-handed shield. We have the first 3 passes in light armor. Or the first one. The 3 points in the first passive in light armor. For the extra magicka recovery. I took the second passive in medium armor, just in case I am wearing a piece of medium. And for heavy armor, I've got all the passives. Used to be a lot better, but they did nerf heavy armor, so it's not as good as it used to be, but it is good still. Fighters Guild, I took Circle of Protection. No passives. Mages Guild, you need Mages Guild 10 in order to unlock balance, and I suggest doing it. Mage Adept reduces magic and health cost of your Mages Guild abilities by 15%. This works really well with balance. If this didn't exist, balance would cost like 6k health, which in some cases is the determination between life and death. So, Undaunted 9, you want both your passives maxed. Assault, when I took Vigor, I took Echoing Vigor. The reason why is because it stacks with Resolving Vigor, and this is what tanks should be using if they're using Vigor. Take Purge, take Guard. If you can morph Purge, morph it to Efficient Purge. And Alchemy, you need your medicinal use maxed. I have everything in Alchemy maxed because I like to make my own potions. So taking a look right now at our stats, we're at 16.3k magicka, 920 magicka recovery. We're at 33.6 max health, and 20.5 max stamina. Now, your stamina, you want that higher than your magicka, because when you hit a synergy, you want your stamina to be regenerated and not your magicka, and that's why we have our magicka recovery up higher. The way we did it was we took the Atronach stone. I'm using Tri-Stat food. There is another food I've been thinking about experimenting with. I'll show you which one it is. Yeah, here it is. Jewels of Misrule. I've been thinking about using this. On paper it looks good, but I don't know, because my stats go down so far. I've been trying to find something other than Tri-Stat food, but this is like the best stuff I can find for using with a tank. But anyway, so let's get into the inventory. On my main hand, I'm using a infused Sword of Alkosh. It reduces the target's with the Crusher enchantment that reduces the target's physical and spell resistance by 24-33 for 5 seconds. If it was gold, to be higher. Infused increases the weapon enchant effect by 25% and reduces enchant cooldown by 50%, which is huge. And also Alkosh, when you use a synergy, you reduce it by another 29-40. So it actually it brings it right up to about what a major fracture is if you get everything together. And then my second 5-piece set is Torag's Pact. Torag's Pact decreases enchantment cooldown and increases potency by 30% at the purple level. I'm not sure what it is at the gold level. I've never golded out this set before. The only thing I don't like about this is that it puts my spell resistance up so high. Lord Warden is my monster set, so it adds spell resistance, physical resistance, and it also adds another bonus of 37-35 for a radius. So if there's melee in there, melee will also get this great buff, which does help mitigate damage quite a bit actually. Yeah. I'm running on my jewelry. I'm running the shield play enchantment. It's not as effective as it used to be. As a matter of fact, I might put a Magicka recovery glyph on one of these, but for now it works fine. Let's see. So let's go to my champion points. We'll do the blue tree first. Blue tree, I've got 100 in Blessed, 100 in Elfborn. This works hand in hand with green dragon blood. It's actually really, really good. Or Vigor. And this also works with Vigor. Does not work with green dragon blood, but that's fine. Green dragon blood is already a great burst heal. My red tree is set up for Sanctum Ophidia. So my green tree took Shadow Ward, and I boosted it right up like that because I use reinforced pieces of armor. So it works out. There's no diminished returns. So let's see here. So this is my resistances are at 30k spell resistance and 26.7k physical resistance unbuffed. Now when I buff, it brings it up. I'm over cap on spell resistance, and I'm very close to cap on physical resistance. And when Lord Warden procs, let's see, find an enemy. When Lord Warden procs, I'll be at the cap on physical.
Set it ablaze!
Yeah. So my resistances are actually in a really good place right now. So yeah, that's kinda... That's where this tank's at. I'll be posting a video or two doing some of the harder Craglorn bits with my tank. I do have a Hellroar hard mode up where I off-tanked in it. Anyway, I hope this helped. Take care.